7:46 in the morning. I'm taking care of my mom's dog, Cassie, for 3 weeks. Just got back from vacation from Cancun, and my mom left to vacation. So I have to take care of Cassie now. She's an older dog. She's like 12 years old or something like that. She doesn't get along with other dogs. I've been trying to train the other dogs to not go near her, and then also have her exposed a little bit to the other dogs so she can be at least comfortable with my dogs. And it's been working a little bit, but I don't want to overstress her either, so I give her space. She stays inside the room for the most part, or she'll be separated, or I'll have her outside in the back alone with my pig while the others are indoors. You okay? She does that weird hacking thing. Getting back from vacation, trying to get used to our routines and everything, readjust. It's just crazy. I fed them all. I have her on her own little diet, and then the older two, Misty and Nixie, were fed indoors in the kitchen, and Lincoln was fed outside with Esme. It's crazy. The first thing that happens when we get back from vacation, Misty learns how to climb the fence, the wooden fence. It's just one of her new tricks that she's learned, and she ate my last chicken. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. I did see online that there are some electric fences, and I did want to try that out and see, because I can no longer leave her outside unsupervised. That's just not ideal for us. Whenever we go out now, I'm gonna have to tie her up, and that's also not ideal. I don't want to have her tied up, and I also don't want to have her indoors either, because I want her to have that liberty to use the restroom and run around. It's just a bigger space outside. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look for something, because she's able to escape onto the second section of the backyard and jump onto our neighbor's side, the chain link fence. Like she's just the smartest dog I've ever known. And I think it's part of her German Shepherd side. Gonna have to figure something out. Taking them to the boarding resort for dogs was such a great experience. I've never done that before with any of my dogs in my whole life. It was a good thing for me to have that break, just that mental reset. But then it was also sad because I missed them like the second that I dropped them off. I'm just so used to having them around, having our routine and everything. But it was great. And Lincoln seems to really fancy Cassie, but he's too big and she's too old, so I gotta keep them separated for sure and never leave them unsupervised. She does get like scared and uncomfortable if he comes at her in a specific way, like face to face. She will snap at him, and he will be like really sad about that and kind of like, what's going on? He's a big teddy bear. They told me at the pet resort that he is just such a big baby. He does this funny thing where it looks like he wants to mount her, and she does this like playful dance thing where it looks like she's flirting or something. I don't know, you guys be the judge of it and let me know, comments down below what you think. This is probably about the third time she's come to visit, and I take care of her for an extended period of time. So I do practice whenever she does come, practice her being comfortable with our dogs. So she does remember them, and I guess she remembers some of the training or some of the exposure that I do, but just her personality, it's not gonna change. She's an older dog as well, so all I can really do is just try to teach my younger dogs to behave around her and not bug her, especially because she's not one to try and attack them. They're the curious ones that want to go near her, and they kind of have to learn, just leave her alone. Just leave her alone. Of course, I have the most stubborn dogs in the world, so they want to do whatever they want to do and have it come biting them in the face, literally. But it's okay. It's all right. It's a process. Misty. Hey, Nixie. Found this at Ross. It was 17 bucks. Fish oil, hip and joint support. This one looks pretty good. The ingredients. I'm just gonna give them a pick. This is pretty much everyone's breakfast today, except for Kassie. Kassie has a different breakfast. So Kassie gets some of this. And this is about a tablespoon of kibble. She's on a diet, so in the morning she gets 1 scoop of this and half a scoop of this and a tablespoon of kibble and a little bit of that hip and joint as well. This is some of the raw bits, the dogs. Wait. Okay. They'll share that one right now. So they already had their breakfast. This is just the second serving. I'm also doing it as a form of bonding as well. I like to do this sometimes to prevent from resource guarding. Let them know that it's okay to eat together. I'm just unsupervised and make sure that there's no no one's gonna get aggressive. Misty stopped because Nixie here took over the bowl. I don't always do this. I just do it once in a blue moon. It's a pretty calm morning, peaceful morning. They already had their breakfast, so it's gonna be less of a chance of them being aggressive or fighting towards food because they're not hungry. And that's something to keep in mind if you ever do try something like this. Just be careful. Make sure that you don't aggravate them or stress them out or make matters worse or situations worse. But because I know their stomachs are full, it's less of a chance of it leading to a fight or any aggressive reactions. Actually, the lady at the pet resort told me that there was a fight, that they did fight. I think it was over a treat or something, and so they did have to separate them. When they have playtime, they put them all together, my 3 dogs only, not with other dogs, which was good because I was concerned about that. They do good with other dogs, but they do good when I'm around. That's the thing. So if they're by themselves, if I'm not around, I'm not sure how they would do, and I was concerned about that. But because it was just them by themselves, it was more segregated. It wasn't one of those boarding places that puts all the dogs together. I did like that fact. Baby steps. This was more of a baby step because I do want to try out another boarding facility that does put them all together. But the only ones that would be able to do that, unfortunately, at this time is Nixie and Misty, because Lincoln is not neutered. And a lot of places are kind of reluctant to take Cane Corsos, Mastiffs, because they have this stigma that they're mean or they're aggressive or they're like this tough breed. And don't get me wrong, I have had my reservations about them. When I first encountered Lincoln, we were deciding whether we were going to keep him or not. We did foster him, so we had that opportunity to keep him or not, and I did have my reservations. I was one of those people that was scared because of everything that I read and researched online about, but because we did socialize Lincoln a lot and, you know, have that training down, they said he was very good. He did really, really well, and they realized that he was just this big teddy bear. The only thing is that he's very heavy. He's very strong. He's maturing, and he's getting this kind of habit of wanting to mount Nixie recently for some reason. When he gets super excited, he wants to mount her. He still tries to mount me, but he knows he's still learning. I know that he has his urges and he can't control that, and I am aware of that. I'm aware of how strong and powerful his urges are, but the fact that his urges are so much more powerful than his hunger, it's just wild. Like, it's so wild for me to begin to understand. And I think I think it's because he's growing. He's barely a year and a couple months old, so he's developing. He just recently started lifting his leg to pee. Such a proud moment. I never thought that, because he would pee like squatting down, and I never thought that he would lift up his leg, but he did. And now he's starting to mark whenever we go on our walks. When he was younger, he wouldn't do that, and I thought that he would never mark, but he does now. She's still eating. She's such a slow eater. Excuse the mess. Our washing machine broke, and I have to go to the coin laundry to go wash a bunch of clothes all at once. And we have to fold all of these. Come on. Let's see. A few minutes. Now I'm gonna let Kassie out. Kassie, come on. I'll show you guys in a moment how they all are together, but for right now I'm gonna just let her have the space for a few minutes while I have Misty in the restroom and Nixie in the bedroom. I'm actually gonna show you guys real quick what it looks like when I put Kassie and Lincoln together. I'm gonna get the color remote just for safety measures, because he's a heavy boy. Let's go inside. Come on. No. No. Look how excited he gets. Lincoln. Lincoln. No. Look at what he tries to do. Lincoln! No. Lincoln! No, no. You got a little too excited there. No. Lincoln! So that's what she... That's what she doesn't like. She doesn't like when he goes face to face. That makes her uncomfortable. Hey. No. Come on, get inside. Kassie, get inside. That's enough. It's a lot of crows today. So it seemed like they were very playful in the beginning, and then when she got up to his like face-to-face level, that made her uncomfortable. She started snapping at him, but that's how it is when we're indoors. I mean, you saw how he was. He's just very curious, very like he wants to play with her, wants to mount her, or really likes her or something, and she does this weird little dance where it's like she likes him. I have to check her. I don't think she's in heat, but he seems to really fancy her. I'm gonna go take the other two out so that you guys can see how they are around each other. They're okay for the most part, and I always supervise them when we're together, but I'll either have them, oh, my face is all close. Switch between the two, have one separated in the room or out in the living room, vice versa. We'll go ahead and see. I have to clean the living room. Hey, Kassie. Okay, finally clean, or somewhat tidy. See? Sit. Okay. So Misty's a little more curious. Nixie tends to just leave her alone. She's the older one, so she's like... And then she will hide in the corner here because she feels uncomfortable. Come here, baby. Good morning. So they're doing okay right now, and Kassie, that's too much. You guys gotta be nice and give her space. She gets uncomfortable. Okay, Nixie. Oh, Kassie, you're uncomfortable, aren't you? They just do their own thing. Okay, are we ready to go on our run? Yes, we're ready, huh? This one is for you. And this one is for you. Okay, I need to put it on right. Okay, we're gonna go for a run right now. I like to have them hooked up like this. When we initially start is when they get super excited. Like, they're already ready to go. They're like lining up, wanting to just get out there already, start their run. I have my weighted vest on. They have their weighted vest on so that we can all get our good workout in and tire out a lot quicker. And this is how we start our mornings, every other mornings at least. I'm training for a marathon, so I don't want to overdo it. It's already gonna be 10, so we're gonna go on our run. Back from our run, we did about 4.5 miles in an hour, so they're tired. She can keep going, playing with her toy. She's chilling. Kassie wants to go out now. I'm gonna take her and Lincoln out together, and that's pretty much our day. Okay, we're ready to go. Lincoln and Kassie just gets a walk. I just checked Kassie and she is in heat. No. And she is in heat, so no wonder he's going crazy. Yeah, I mean, I am keeping them separate anyways. My mom never got her fixed. I mean, it is what it is. She's already like 12 years old. She's in an only dog household. There's no need for her to get fixed at this point anyways. I just have to keep them separate. And poor little Lincoln here, really, he's crying every time he comes inside because he really wants to mount her, but he's too big. No, just got back. Put Lincoln outside with the girls. He was going too crazy with Kassie.
I'll just take Kassie off?
Yeah, you can take it off crazy with Kassie on our walk. It's a little more chaotic because I was trying to record at the same time. That was kind of hard to manage the phone and 2 dogs. Hey! She's a little cranky right now because Lincoln was bugging her. She is a little reactive when it comes to other dogs. At least if they're barking at her, she will bark back. Lincoln is just kind of in his own world, a little ditzy. She did get bugged out by Lincoln a few times when he was trying to go near her and try to sniff her. She got uncomfortable and was uncomfortable with that. But I took the e-collar, so that helped a lot. I use the vibration mode to correct him, and he knows. He knows what vibration means. That means no. It's a lot more effective with him because it helps snap him out of that mindset, out of that mentality, and redirect him. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. I take them on walks together because it's just it's very time consuming doing it separate. I'm doing everything separate right now, trying to save time, you know. So yeah, that was it on our date. Thank you for being patient with me, and thank you for watching. I appreciate that, and sticking with us on our journey together. I always appreciate those likes, and I'll see you guys in the next one.